Hey, so we often get asked, no, can I use Orajel after a tooth extraction? The answer is you can, but it's typically not really recommended because it doesn't really help you as much as you think. I mean, there are two primary reasons. Number one is that, you know, it's you're not really addressing the source of the pain, and you can't really apply it in the right way to get the effect that you want. And then number two is that you may actually delay healing. So the first thing is if you're using Orajel and you're kind of just putting it on like a Q-tip or something to apply it, right? And then imagine if your mouth was kind of open like this, and then it's like way back there. You're trying to put it onto the tooth. It's really difficult. You're not really gonna be able to get down into the hole. You're most likely just only gonna be able to put it around the gums, and that actually makes it not very effective. Because if you think about it, right, when you're taking the tooth out, the gums are there, right, and then there is a hole in the gums, but the where the source of the pain is coming from is actually like deep down into the socket, where your tooth was actually separated from the nerve in the jaw, right? So like a lot of the pain is coming from inside of the socket. It's not so much around the gums. And because you're trying to apply the Orajel, you'll most likely only be able to kind of mush the Orajel around the gums and not really be able to get it in, because nobody's mouth opens this wide for you to stick the Q-tip down into the socket. Most people open like about that wide, and you can't really go back there. So not a very effective method. And then the second reason as to why we don't really recommend it is that it's most likely just gonna impede healing. So during the healing process, you actually want to keep the socket clean and free of debris as much as possible, which is why people try to get food stuck in the wisdom tooth hole out, right? You want it to be clean so the body could kind of close the gums over. So if you think about it this way, if you have like a cut on your arm, right, you don't want to keep putting stuff into the hole, because that's just preventing your body from closing the wound, right? You just want to keep it nice and clean so the body has time to kind of close it. So like the same thing happens for like after a tooth extraction in the socket. You just want to keep the socket as clean as possible, but if you're constantly like shoving gel into there, it's like the body kind of has to work around like the gel, because it's a foreign substance, in order for the socket to heal properly. So that's why we don't really recommend using Orajel after tooth extraction. If you're having discomfort, whatever pain medication your dentist gave you, it should be more than adequate for it, right? And that's about it.